Transforming our community for life. As we begin our 5th year of this movement, we pause to remember all of those who have gone too soon. We especially take time to continue to reach out and uplift all of those experiencing grief and struggling to live after so many losses. We thank all of those who have shown up time and time again, or only just once. This movie documents a remarkable journey of caring, compassion, change, consecration, and community life. Through God's grace and mercy, we forge a brighter future without gun violence.
Hey man, listen, we lost the homeboy Juvie a couple of days ago. We just put in the rest, so we all came out here in celebration of his homecoming. You feel me? You know what I mean? As far as what we doing out here, right now we trying to unify our neighborhood. You know what I mean? Like, the neighborhood is definitely divided, and it's only from streets apart. You know what I mean? We losing bad, and we tired of it. You know what I mean? Everybody out here representing a new way of doing things. We ain't gonna just turn the other cheeks. When the homies getting into it, we gonna say something like, man.
Gone too soon. It all began August 13th, 2009, when 20-year-old Dominique Juvie Searcy was shot and killed by someone he knew. This painful moment was another occurrence of the black-on-black conditional fratricidal response of being shot down in the street. He and many others have gone too soon. Some of the pictures show the outpouring of community involvement on that day. It was the beginning of the movement for change in our community. This is our community. We live, work, and love here. With our hearts and thoughts on Dominique, his family, the community, the others that have gone too soon, we began to organize. On August 21st, 2009, we marched Pastor Frederick LaMarr of the Family Missionary Baptist Church. They all met and agreed and shared the same vision and mission of our neighborhood. Our vision of bringing people into the awareness of their total being, body, soul, and spirit, and to bring out a combined community commitment of restoring structure, support, stability, and security by banding together to evaluate, educate, and elevate each other and everybody else. That is Pastor Fred LaMarr's vision, which is shared by Ministries for the Movement. Brother, share this vision. This shared mission and vision related to creating a system of changing the conditions, improving the quality of life, and stopping the violence. At least the shootings and killings in the neighborhood. The community was reeling in pain when we first started marching and organizing to stop the violence. Many people were cynical about our efforts. We remained focused on reaching out to those individuals who were caught up in violence. Our approach was community-centered, grassroots, and collaborative from the very beginning. We call that positive change. The church functions as a community center and safe haven where the doors are always open. As the hub of the community, we operate our monthly marches and services, first Sunday each of the month out of the church. Each month we gather as a community to share moments of healing and unity. A unity band, pictured on the right, was created and designed by Pastor LaMarr that we give to everyone who wants to be a part of the Ministries for the Movement family. Using the Eastern or African Ethiopian color bands as a token of the favor of God that is sanctionally placed and continually worn on the hand of power, which is the right hand, which represents unity in our our community, and the 4 colors represent the blessing and favor of God moving in the 4 areas to sustain life, which are resources, relationships, reviving, and redemption. We have transitioned our movement's central message from homicidal pain to homicidal healing. The captions on some of the pictures that we share highlight a few of the themes that have inspired the sharing of hearts, minds, and spirits each month. The themes usually relate specifically to the conditions on the ground that month. During the service part of our gathering, speakers discuss the theme. People say marches don't work. Why are you wasting your time? Ministries for the Movement suggest they come out and see what we're doing so that they can understand our movement is much greater than marching and talking. Pictures that document our work.
Don't believe for 1 minute that we have not made a change in this community. You hear a lot of people out here talking about marching don't mean nothing. People out here marching all over the place, and what's the purpose? I had one lady said, what's the sense in marching, period, for anything? So people just don't understand. And what we do more than the march. I mean, if nobody knows that, y'all know it. Because this church, the church is the center. And this church is open every single day for anybody and everybody. And we have changed and transformed a lot of life. So it ain't about us going out here 1 day a month for marching. That's the least of what we do. But it's one of the most powerful things that we do, because those drums and our spirit goes out there with us. And it reaches people. And it has calm. It's a power to that. So keep.
Pictures that document our work tell a lot about how people are changing, how the spirit in the community has changed. We know that we have reached and accomplished many of our goals. Working together in a collaborative way, we have created a method and a model from evidence-based research to put into practice. We value the expertise of all who come to the table. We also have stayed firmly committed to our original vision and mission. If you look at some of these pictures, notice the young people involved and empowered through this movement. It's powerful. Outreach and relationship building has been the cornerstone of the growth and success of Ministries for the Movement. Ministries of the Movement has successfully mediated between individuals who are in conflict with each other, work out some issues that could have led to more shooting and killing. Over the years, we have consistently spent a lot of time out in the neighborhood meeting young people where they are. They know we care. They know we won't stop until we have changed the conditions and quality of life in our community. No one has paid us to do this work. We have been successful because we are driven from passion and a spiritual place. We aren't judging the youth who are caught up in this cycle. We are focused on educating and empowering them to change the community. Got to know their young men by reading the cards and thinking about the totality of the cards they were dealt. Behavioral change is difficult even under the best of circumstances. However, with caring adults who are interested in assisting and redirecting behavior, they must be armed with the knowledge about cards the young people headed for trouble are holding.
Theme, and we pick the themes, not just to be haphazard, but the theme sends a message. The theme sends a message that we want to resonate throughout the community, just like throwing a rock in the water, the ripple effect we want it to go forth. The members of the church know that the theme is the same message that I preach in the morning, because I want the members, because Paul tells Timothy, he said, the same thing you've heard among me, commit that to faithful men who should be able to teach others also. So we share that with them, so then as we marching, they can share the same message to the people in the community. And the theme this month is unity within our community. You know, the only way we're going to be successful is that unity in our community, because it's going to take all of us. Thank God, like Brother Hill said, we've got educators here, we've got attorneys here, we've got law enforcement here, and we've got preachers here, we've got advocates here, and we've got young people, older people, we've got everybody. And because it's going to take all of us. It's going to take all of us to have the mindset. And we've been doing this for 34 months, because the mere fact, the only way that folks going to identify with you, they got to see you out there. And they got to see you out there not just one time, not just two times, but a continual basis. So the mere fact we've been doing it 34 months, and I don't know when we're gonna stop. But we changed it from it's a march. First we started with homicidal painting. Change to homicidal healing because we evolving as we go. None of us got all the answers because if we had all the answers, then there's no need of faith. This is a faith movement. We walk by faith, not by sight. So I don't have all the answers, God gives me.
In the words of Benny Price, he describes some of his experiences working in the summer boot camp as a blessing.
Some good people, and I know that because I see you every month out here for the past 3 years, and you all have a common purpose. We want to stop this madness. I love y'all and I respect y'all. We just completed our summer boot camp. We started off with an enrollment of 123 children, of our children from this community. And you know how our kids are. We had them in there from 8 a.m. until 3 p.m. in the summer, every day, 5 days a week. And we finished with 72 yesterday that graduated, completed the 6-week program. But it shows that some of our kids can be disciplined. They can be focused, they can listen, and that enables them to learn and be successful in life. And that's what we worked on.
Skills. And by the end of the camp, he was telling all of us about how he recognized the triggers and pitfalls that prevent him from achieving his potential for excellence, and how he now has learned how to actively avoid these pitfalls. After much conversation, Brother Benny describes the young men had some serious wisdom. His demeanor was a lot different by the end of camp, and Brother Benny could see that he had a desire to be a good steward of his great God-given ability.
Am I right or wrong?
You're right.
Is my faith still strong?
Still strong.
Sound on.
1, 2,
Sound on.
3, 4.
Bring it on down.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Presently, we continue to promote nonviolence and work in people's lives with the goal of reducing violence and uplifting community members to fulfill their destiny and life goals. Ministries for the Movement has always done a lot of work to show root causes, consequences, positive life strategies, prevention strategies, and a host of other solutions to desist from harmful behaviors. And the word desist means less, not zero, even though in some areas it will be zero, like the no homicides in 2011 and 12 in our area. Our efforts have shifted as we learn more about what people are struggling with in the community. We have basically reduced the shootings to a few. Now it's the simple assaults, domestic violence issues that we have seen significantly slow down across our area. People are assaulting each other at an alarming rate, and we as human beings and family have to all work together in understanding that we should keep our hands off each other and respect each other. We have to teach this to our youth as well. Voices that have come out of the dialogue in our sessions have really been inspiring and offer words of resilience and courage. As Peyton describes, it's inefficient to keep doing the same thing and expect something different. She describes her life and her experiences as a growth process, and she describes learning that adversities and this hard life don't have to define her. She has come a long way. Kente shares a similar experience. I don't have it all right, but I'm getting it right. Sometimes change comes because you want to change for yourself. He describes that sometimes it comes because someone else is looking up to you. Here's the thing. People always look up to you. It's up to you to make sure what they see is something positive that they can follow. I realize my nephew is looking up to me and wanting to be like me, good or bad. He describes that he just told himself, I want to show him the more positive way to do things. And in doing so, he He has learned so much about all of the great things that he is capable of and has grown into. I don't have it all right, but I'm getting it right. Pastor LaMarr and the church have helped me show that growth is a process. Another person, Vicky, describes the promise of our young people and the decrease of all the violence has me more hopeful than ever. She goes on to say that in her time, she's seen the community go through much pain. Right now, she's excited because there's so much good going on here and that there's always been the case. Sometimes people can let the bad speak over the good, but she is so proud of her young people in her community. She knows that we all need help in carrying us forward. The role of education in transforming and sustaining hope. Tiara says that staying in school and discovering my learning style has given me new confidence. She goes on to say, I want to be a role model for my community. I want to go to law school and be a leader. But before she could really work toward her dream, she first had to realize her learning style. She goes on to say, as always, I had potential as a student, but I had some difficulty learning in a lecture-style classroom. And as a result, Tiara lost hope and confidence. But then a counselor at the Academy for Urban Scholars and the National Center for Urban Solutions helped her realize her learning style. They helped her to realize that she could do a lot better with online classes where there aren't too many classroom distractions. And she also realized that she could focus in on the curriculum and repeat certain parts of the lessons. By taking classes that suited her learning style, it was like breathing new confidence back into her. She's learning a lot, but now she knows that she can work towards her goals by using education as a resource to get more knowledge and have a better life. Ministries for the Movement understands that education plays a vital role in the transformation of people's lives and the instilling of hope. Joining in partnership with like-minded individuals has been a rewarding and effective way to make a difference in the lives of children. Ministries for the Movement, along with CeaseFire Columbus, has strategically focused on being a resource to the community through our educational programs designed specifically for school audiences, faith leaders, workforce development professionals, youth serving organizations, parents and young adults, and other concerned members of the community. We also have lent a helping hand in the ongoing efforts of the Family Missionary Baptist Church. Ministries for the Movement has devoted much time in developing relationships with community youth and families in and around the Family Missionary Baptist Church. Much of the work is in community outreach that stems from the church. Ministries for the Movement team members listen to concerns, gather information on people's direct needs, and help them solve problems. Workshops focus on very specific ways caring adults can better understand thinking and feeling habits of young men caught up in the cycle of violence. Sessions typically focus on respect and identity issues. Guided conversations oftentimes spark the examination of life circumstances of some of these high and surrounding neighborhoods. Approaching the upcoming 42nd consecutive monthly march, the movement goes forth with relentless passion and a hopeful spirit. In the last 5 marches, it has been a pleasure to hear the lessons learned from old and young members alike, with a particular focus on empowering the voices of community youth. Their voices and sincere stories have brought new light and continue to energize the movement. We are so proud of their commitment to growth and helping build up the community. Indeed, they are our future leaders, and their unrelenting spirit, even in the midst of the most extraordinary adversities, there is a testament to their excellent character and resilience. Continuing to connect and spread words of growth, hope, and nonviolence is as important as ever, as the peace movement is becoming a way of life, not just some passing notion. But the work is not done. People are still hurting. With them on our minds, we continue to focus on promoting peace and a better quality of life to help relieve their hurt. It is with this galvanized and renewed energy that the movement marches forward.
March around the community so we can take the drugs, the anger, the poverty, the misuse and abuse of people, so we can all work together to strengthen our neighborhood. In Jesus' name we ask this of you. Amen. Amen.